start here at the 25. Mayfield going to the air right away. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side with Evans. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... at the 25. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Mayfield. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. They find some open field here. And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On second down, here's Mitchell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start the drive with Evans. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Evans gets it again on second down. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Six nothing our score after one. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run with Mitchell. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls or setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They run over center with Mitchell, and he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. On third down, here's Mitchell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that we're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And he'll lose lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went the wrong direction. Back to throw, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before.
Evans is the ball carrier. He was brought down by Jim Ward. But he was 16 yards. First down.
They'll go again here with Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fields able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. A give up the middle to Evans. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Mayfield to throw it. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They'll go right back to Evans here on 1st down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
Let's see how they respond now.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
Runs over him. And he's taken down inside the 30.
58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
You gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing, the fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Kings! Big time play, let's go, boys, let's go!
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And they're able to get this one across the 35. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On the counter, it's Evans. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground, Evans again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Evans is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
They'll try and run here with Evans. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Number 20.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Mayfield.
This one caught by Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Hey, alert 31st. Peg it. Point it right.
Now Mayfield.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Running left, here's Mitchell.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting...
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, Defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Here's Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.